I feel so respected when someone trusts me with like their true self. So if I'm on like a date with somebody and they can disagree with me, I love that.
I mean, I desire romance. I don't know if I want someone to write a novel about it. But
How much does physical appearance really matter when deciding who you're going to pursue?
I mean, can I be really honest?
Please.
Like,
Hey guys, welcome to the Let's Talk About It podcast by Moral Revolution. My name is Ellis Madry, and here with us today, we have some awesome guests. I'm going to actually let them introduce themselves. Can we get a name here?
what's up, guys? My name's Ariel.
Mark.
and I'm Sam.
That's right. You've seen Sam. You've seen Sam's face a few times around here if you're a listener of the podcast. But Ariel and Mark and Sam said yes to joining us today because we are doing an episode where 3 single guys answer questions that were specifically submitted by single ladies. And so if you are a single lady out there, this is going to give you the opportunity to kind of get in the mind of a single guy these days. And I think that we should just, and what a scary place that is. Honestly, I'm terrified.
Whoa, we're already starting off on the wrong foot. What do you mean? They want to know.
That's right. Okay, so let's before we really jump into these listener submitted questions that we got, I kind of want to start with some rapid fire, get to know you type questions. Does that work?
Love it.
Let's do it.
Okay, perfect. Ideal first date.
Dinner. I like dinner.
Okay,
I also like dinner. Yeah.
Sam.
I think I like unique things. So the last first date I went on, I went through her Instagram, found something like way down. She played softball, and I was like, let's see if she's still down to go through a softball. So I got 2 softball gloves, got a softball, went to a park, threw softball, and it was an easy way to have conversation. So that's
Okay.
something unique like that.
What if you hit her with the softball?
Actually, at one point, it did hit her on the head. So, but it wasn't because I threw it hard. It was just because it bounced off her glove, and it was a sweet moment. And then I got to like, oh, are you okay? And then like, So
That
anyways,
works.
You
it
really
worked out
thought
well.
through that one.
I did.
That's
yeah.
creative.
You did your homework there.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
I did.
there we go. Biggest red flag you watch out for.
Lying.
Huge.
That's a big one. Personal experience, I would say insecurity. That's a big one.
Okay, just insecurity within themselves or insecurity within relationships?
Yes, I think it bleeds. Both would bleed, but I think if they're not secure in who they are, that's the bigger one for me.
Okay, Ariel.
I think I'll go with pride.
Yeah, for sure, red flag. Would you use a dating app?
Yes.
I haven't.
But would you?
Probably not.
Okay. Do you consider Instagram a dating app?
It should be at this point considered a dating
Do
app.
you use Instagram?
I do use Instagram, so but yeah, so fair. Yeah,
Okay.
maybe.
Sam?
I'm a definitely no. I'm a traditional, like, want to meet, organic, feel the chemistry, like, what's your name? Yeah, that kind of thing. So
That's how I feel.
Definitely not.
Do you use Instagram?
Like that.
As a dating app, no. I think I use it as like, let's have conversations, see if there's something there, and then maybe it like trails off.
I
and
think
I'm like,
that's what everyone is thinking when you're
Okay,
sliding
then-
into
okay, then
someone's
yes,
DMs.
then yes, I guess I have used Instagram. I've never asked for a first date through an Instagram or
Okay.
anything like that. For me, it's more of like this is the only access I have to this person. Maybe we'll have a conversation and see if something's there.
Okay,
So,
fair.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Because now Facebook even has dating. So it's like, I'm sure it's coming to Instagram at some point.
Surely. It's owned by the same company,
Yeah.
same parent company. How long do you wait to text back if you really like a girl?
Well, I feel like I might be unique in this, maybe, but I just got no shame. I'll just text you. I'll
Same.
double text you. I'll 3 text you. If
Okay.
I like
Not
you,
same, not
I'm just not worried about it.
Okay. I can appreciate that. Ariel?
I think it just depends where the conversation's at. I like to leave a little mystery sometimes,
Okay.
but also sometimes just don't care. Like, we'll just text back. So
Depends on the mood.
depends on the mood.
Okay. Sam?
I think I had a bad experience like triple texting once, so I don't think I'll double triple text. But I think if you want it, go for it. So I'm not gonna like delay on purpose. If
Sure.
I'm busy like working, like okay, I'll get to it when I get to it. But I'm not like stalling,
Sure.
I think that's kind of where I come from too. Is like I feel like there's enough that delays it. So when I do message, I just message you.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of go back to what I'm doing.
So it's like there could have been a delay there, but it's not because you were purposefully delaying. It's because like life circumstances.
I don't
were
got
Yeah.
time to think about all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
that's too much to
Sure.
me.
Okay, fair. Who falls harder, guys or girls?
I think it depends.
Yeah.
I would say it depends too.
I think early on it's guys. I think later on it's girls.
Go into that.
I think, I don't know, as a guy, I think I can fall harder quicker, but I think over time, at least from my experience, girls end up falling harder or deeper in love. I don't know. That's just my experience.
So
But
maybe the goal is then to find the girl that you're falling deeper in love with over time.
I guess so. good point.
When I heard this, you said who falls harder?
Yeah.
I'm like, fall on your face, like, because you messed up? Or is that something dumb? Or like, fall, no, I'm just kidding. That's where my brain went.
Yeah.
I think I've been in relationships where it's happened both ways. Like, it's been me, and then other times it's been the girl. So
Sure.
I think for me, it's a little scarier when the girl falls harder faster, because I'm like, I think guys like to chase, and so it's like,
Yeah.
like I want it to be not play hard to get. That's annoying, but it's like,
he's gonna stay hard.
don't give me everything up front, because I have that where, like, you know, you're starting a relationship and a girl's like, you know, here's all of my everything, and you're like, I just like, can we talk? You know, like, you know,
just jump into the intimacy way too soon.
Like,
It's like,
dang,
let's just go on a walk.
yeah.
or
Do you
something
even like
to chill
Italian
out.
food? Like, you know, so like that's I think that's
Okay, that's fair. If a girl likes you, what's one thing she should not do?
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is don't ask me out.
That's literally the first thing that came to my
couldn't
mind.
shake
Really?
it. Yeah, don't
Okay.
ask me out.
I don't know. I'm on the fence because it's happened to me, and there's been like good fruit from it. So I'm kind of on the fence, but it does kind of like he said, I want to pursue. Let me do that. Just show me interest. So maybe, yeah, I would say.
What does it look like for a girl to show interest without her taking on the role of a pursuer? I think I'm getting into some of the deeper later on.
Those
You
are
are.
deep
Yeah,
ones.
you're answering
That's
questions
great.
already.
You're right. Okay, well, we'll keep it to the rapid fire for now. Sam, what do you think? If a girl likes you, what's one thing she should not do?
I hate the thing where they like flirt with somebody else in front of you, or like almost like the jealous thing. That's
Yeah.
annoying to me.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Good.
Love it. Most controversial dating opinion.
I don't think it's hard. I feel like a lot of people think it's hard.
Okay.
I just don't.
Well, that's a good perspective to have.
It's not that controversial, but I don't think it's a sin to be interested in multiple people. I don't think it's a sin to go on first dates with different people. I think you're allowed to get to know people and explore.
Sure.
Of course, you should only pursue one person, but it's not the high stakes at first.
Sure. Okay. Sam?
I mean, I grew up in a household that was like, you can't date. And so for me, I'm like still getting used to like, it's okay to date. Yeah, no, legit. My parents were like, you can date after you're married. I'm like, how does that work? So anyways, yeah. So I think the fact that, dating is the controversy. So anyways, I'm now here for it. So
That's great. Okay. We are now moving on to the questions specifically submitted by our female listeners. Okay. And all of these kind of fall into this topic of how men read interest. And this is the first question that came in. How does a girl show? This is exactly what I asked a minute ago. Okay, perfect. Okay. How does a girl show she's open to being pursued without feeling like she's making the first move?
I think if she says yes, like, and not even just verbally, but like, if you text her, does she respond? If you invite her to something, does she respond? I think if it's like, if there's obvious, like, you're getting a yes, even if it's not like a long-term definitive, like if there's any kind of gauging that I can take is like, oh yeah, there's a little bit of a yes here, or open door, I guess, would be
Sure.
the sign that I'm looking for. So
Okay.
Yeah, just like the opposite of playing hard to get kind of thing. Like, why you got to be so hard to get if you're interested, you know? I think being open to like conversation, coming into a room and making eye contact and saying hi.
Yeah.
I think that's a big thing. Just that we would know that you actually see us,
Yeah.
and starting that like, hey, and maybe that we can see you and make yourself seeable.
Yes.
In a way. Yeah.
Make yourself seeable. I like that.
I honestly agree. I think there's like a really healthy middle of you're not playing hard to get, but you're also just a mature person. You're willing to engage in a conversation. You smile. Honestly, just being normal. Or like,
I know my mind was starting to like just come in and like be kind and like normal, and that's a great start.
just asking like one engaging question, like, okay, now we can actually converse and get to know each other. Yeah.
That's good.
Don't answer questions with a period. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
say like if someone ask you how you're doing, like to say, like it's let someone know you a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I would
Have
say.
a conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think your point, Ariel, about having some interesting questions up your sleeve, or at least that's what I took away from what you said.
Like an engaging question, like
Sure.
just actually, do you want to actually get to know me, and vice versa, do I want to get to know you?
Yeah.
It doesn't have to come across too strong and like over flirtatious, but yeah, just we want to connect. I think that's the first thing we want to do, is just connect.
I love it. So you guys kind of gave some insight as to ways that women can drop hints, and it sounds like just like be a normal person. Let me ask this: what hints don't work at all with men?
Well, I don't know, they don't work.
Yeah.
Fair.
The ones that they've tried and have not worked.
I haven't seen, I guess.
Only the girls know the answers. We don't know.
The girls know the answer.
Whatever you tried didn't work, obviously.
That's really the only answer I got.
Yeah. How would you know?
I think for me, I've had a girl or two be very forward and like, hey, I'm like, before we've had any kind of like mutual conversation or whatever. Sure. I want to take you on a date or whatever, and I'm like, it is a turn off for me. I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that doesn't work.
If there's already been established conversation, and she's just like giving a little bit of a hint or something, I'm down for that. But if it's like just beam in,
or just like assuming that like little moments like are things we catch. I think girls catch things that guys don't catch.
Oh,
and
we analyze.
Yeah, there's
the mess.
Create your own
out of everything you
context.
said.
Yeah, exactly. And so, I think like Ariel was saying, like ask a question in a way that's like, hey, I have your attention.
Sure.
But like doing the little things, like we're in a group and we walk by and you kind of like wave or something. I'm like, I probably didn't even see that. Or if I did, it was like my like subconscious waving back to you because there's 50 people who wave at me in a day kind of thing.
Yeah.
So like maybe that doesn't work.
So it almost sounds like the hints that you need to be dropping are just out of intentionality. It's like, I'm kind of going out of my way to have a conversation with you, to smile, to give some subliminal messages that I'm here, I'm ready to be seen, and I am open and available.
Yeah.
Okay. Love it. What is the number one hesitation that keeps you from approaching a girl?
I'll go first. For me, yeah, I think I have hesitations. You're bold, man. I'm bold, but I was gonna say I think I wait too long. I overthink timing. Let's say I'm on a work trip and I just met somebody in a different city. I'm like, oh, maybe I should get to know them for like a week or two before I shoot my shot or whatever. Even if it's in Reading, like I just meet somebody, I think I hesitate with timing. Like, should I build a little bit of friendship? Should I ask them out the first time I met him? So I would say I overthink that a little bit.
Sure.
They don't have any hesitation.
I don't know if you forgot the question. What's the question? I don't know. What's the question? Can you
The
repeat?
question was, what's the number one hesitation that keeps you from approaching a girl?
I feel like this is like I know that I like you and I want to ask you out,
But you haven't yet.
but
Why?
I haven't yet. Maybe knowing that you're open to dating, something that would be something. Like sometimes it's hard to know, like, are you single? Are you dating? You know, maybe that would be one. The other one's just like fear. Like I'm just afraid of getting rejected, if I'm honest.
Sure.
Like I think that would definitely be up there. But I think maybe just are you available?
Do you think for the right person, you would risk the rejection?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All the time.
Okay.
Every time.
Sure.
I think my answer is a little more vulnerable. I think because I came out of like a you can't date thing, my mindset's always been like, if I try something, it has to end in marriage or it's not successful. And so I'm like, my hesitation is like, do I know if you're my wife or not? And so the Lord obviously past few months and years has been breaking that off, kind of making it like lower stakes. But I think that's been my big hesitation is like, do I trust my discernment enough to know that what I know about you is that we're going to end up together like in marriage? And I think that's my hesitation is like, I'm an all in kind of person. And so I don't want to jump into something half-hearted
Sure.
and it not, and obviously I think that can be the rejection piece as well, but that's my big hesitation, I think.
Because the truth is, you don't have to know you're going to marry someone to go on a first date. You just have to know whether or not you want to go on a first date.
Absolutely. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to decoding men's intentions. How can women tell the
God.
difference between a guy who's being friendly and a guy who actually likes them?
I think I would say clarity. Like, are they clear or is it confusing? I think for me, yeah, I would say if the guy can be clear with his intentions towards you, then I think that would be a good start. And it's always like, I think people maybe are even afraid to ask, just like, what are like, if you're at that level where you're like wondering,
Sure.
like, are you just being friendly or is this intentional? You can always just ask.
So is that not a violation of what you guys were talking about earlier when you're like, I don't want her to ask me out. I don't want her to be the pursuer. So where's the line when she's starting to go, I'm getting confused and I want clarity and I want to know if I can ask for clarity, but I don't know if that would be me pursuing him or this should be something that he brings up.
I don't think so, because obviously there's already a start of conversation, or at least like if you're thinking of this and there hasn't been a start of conversation, then he's probably just being friendly. Like there's probably not any intention we're reading into things. But like if you're talking already and there's already enough context where you're like, oh, I don't know if all of this talking is flirty, I'm wanting to see if something's there, or you're just being friendly, like maybe have some boundaries where you're like, I actually only go to a certain place with people that are just wanting to be friends versus with people who are being intentional. And just ask when you feel like you're getting close to your own boundary there, maybe.
Sure.
I also don't think that just because a girl asks a guy what their intention is, that reveals their own intention. So I think in a mature world, let's say we have BSSM here. Let's say school starts and you have a guy who's asking a girl, like, just texting her, not even in a group text, come hang out. And we don't know whether she is or is not interested. I think she has the right to get clarity about that guy's intentions. If it's, I don't know. I think you can kind of just sense it out when a guy is like pursuing, and I think she can ask, and that doesn't necessarily reveal where she's at or even what she wants. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think clarity as well. I mean, I think what Ariel said is pretty dead on. So
Why do some guys wait forever to ask a girl out even when they are interested? I know you kind of touched on this a minute ago, Mark, when you're like, I don't know if she's open to dating. But are there other reasons why you would wait to ask someone out when you're interested in them?
I got several different seasons of my life. Like one, I'm like, okay, I'm not financially where I want to be, even though my heart's ready and I know she likes me, whatever. I want to be able to provide. I want to have a ring. I want to have like all that kind of stuff. That's a real thing. I think the other piece, and I've gotten over that now, but I'm like, that was a real thing for a while. It hindered me. I think other parts are like, if you have just come out of something, do I want to be vulnerable again? That's a big thing too, because it's like, this sucks. Am I healed enough? Am I not healed enough? Is it okay to move forward if I feel like I still have healing to do? Because it probably only is going to be fully healed in relationships. So there's all those things. Those have been two big ones, I think, for me. So
I would say this very similar to what he shared. The last one too is like, if you are dating and you do get involved intimately with people, like the moving on process of like, well, when is that the right time to start something new? And even if you do like really get along with someone, like, well, at what point do you do that? Or even for them, if you know they were just recently in a relationship, like what point is that the right time?
Yeah. That's hard to figure out.
Yeah.
Ariel?
I think to answer the question, for me at least, this is something I could work on. I think I just make excuses sometimes. Like, whatever it is, first question, are they open to dating? Did they just get out of a relationship? Like, I just start listing the questions off in my head, and I think that creates the hesitation.
Okay.
Or, oh, maybe they don't live here, or whatever, or maybe we're not compatible for this reason, or her friend said don't do it. Whatever it is, I think that can create a delay in me.
Overthinking.
Overthinking. Yeah, overthinking. And honestly, for myself, I would suggest it's not that deep,
Yeah.
and you
I
can
would-
just get
yeah,
over it and
that's good.
shoot your
Mark's
shot.
like, yeah,
Yes.
I also agree.
I feel like I experienced that a
Yeah,
lot.
Mark's my friend. Yeah, so we do this. So yeah, it's just
A lot of men overthink. A
Yeah.
lot of men.
Yeah.
Yes, for
Fair.
sure.
Fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way too long.
Was there anything else you wanted to add?
Oh, that hit it. Yeah.
Okay, great. So we're going to move into the attraction, lust, and what really matters section. Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Strap in. Let's
podcast
go.
has started.
Let me just take
Podcast
some.
has
let me get
started.
some water.
We get some coffee.
Yeah, y'all need a little refreshment break. Here we go. Okay. How much does physical appearance really matter when deciding who you're going to pursue?
I mean, can I be really honest?
Please.
Like, well, how honest can I be?
You can be honest. Listen, I'm
like-
gonna be.
Act like there's not a microphone in your hand.
Okay,
I will be honest.
1000%. Like, hip size and stuff matters if you want to have kids. That's science.
Oh
So
my
I'm like, all
He
right,
said
like,
science
it does. So that matters to me. Also, I think beauty matters. Like, I'm trying to have beautiful kids, and I think genetics matter and all that kind of stuff. To me though, like, I don't think looks are the most important thing by any means. I don't think that. I do think it is very important though, because
Yeah.
the Lord, men are driven by sight. That's God's design. It's not an accident. So I think it is important to us, and I think it's supposed to be important to us. So I think I'm not going to deny that either. So, and I think we may look for different things, but obviously now everyone knows what I'm looking for. But
He said,
that's
big
real
hips.
honest. Sorry, I didn't say.
Leading with big hips is crazy.
You did. You led with big hips. So now you know.
Listen, I'm trying to have kids. That's for real. I ain't even trying to hold back on that.
You start to have a lot of questions being asked from you from certain types of people now.
Oh my gosh. Mark, take it from there.
Yeah, big dog. Vulnerable.
Yeah. I agree. I think that it does matter, and I think that it's important, and I think we are designed for just to be honest, at some point we gotta have sex. Like, I gotta want to do that with you, so it does matter at some point.
Yeah.
that I'm attracted to you that way. I would say that I've learned over time, just from dating. I think if you haven't dated, you don't experience this, but if you date for a good amount of time, you realize attraction does grow.
1000%.
I think.
Yeah.
Attraction
And that was one of my
grows.
questions for you
Definitely.
guys, is because I think women have pretty generally accepted that they can grow in attraction toward men. Do you guys think men can grow in their attraction toward women?
Absolutely.
I don't think. Yeah, we know.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah, I would
experienced it, for
say
sure.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I think most men probably feel that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the more you are intimate with people and you connect, it just naturally you'll find good things. You'll relate. You'll laugh more. That does make people more attractive.
So how important is initial attraction then? If it can grow, how important is there to be something there initially?
I think it's very important. I don't think it's the most important, but I do think it's very important because, again, men are visual driven. So
you think you can find someone initially attractive and then they can become more attractive
absolutely,
to you.
yeah.
100%.
Is there a world where you don't find someone attractive and then that grows and eventually you do?
Oh, we just talked about this, didn't we?
I mean, but that's like when you mean like unattractive? Or
Yeah,
you mean
like
because
you're
that's
like
That's what she
I
said.
am just if
That's what she
I'm
said.
being honest with you,
Sure,
I'm not
sure.
attracted to you.
Sure.
Like, I do not see you in that way. I am not attracted to you.
I just don't
if
see
you
myself
feel
moving
that
that
way
way.
initially, can you get past that?
It's rare.
like my state, baby.
I'm just gonna probably say no. But also, like, if you're the woman in this equation, is that how you want your man to feel
No,
about you?
you want your man to think that you are it.
But
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah.
I'm not going to say flat out no, and here's why. I have had definitely, even I can just think of times when I was in school, like, I don't know, it sounds so spiritual. It's not that deep, but it's like, oh, the Lord opened my eyes. And I remember, like, a girl would walk by me and I'm like, wow, I've never noticed you like that before. So I
hips.
don't want to say no. I don't want to say no. And yeah,
I've got
we
my husband
changed, like-
shouting me down from behind the
Yeah.
camera because we had this conversation this morning. But I do think that there is a difference between you not noticing someone before and you finding someone not attractive.
Yes, I think that's
That's
an important
two
distinction.
different
yes,
things.
Yes. Because I
Okay.
think someone can be like in a neutral in your mind or in your playing field, and then something, like he said, your eyes are opened or something gets triggered, and you're like, oh, that pushes you actually up in attractiveness to me, and I'm
Sure.
like, oh, that really appeals to something that's important to me, core value, desire for my life, whatever else.
Yeah.
Okay, so on that note, what makes a woman the most attractive to you? Is it looks? Is it personality? Is it character? Is it something else? Like what is at the top of the list for something that makes a woman more attractive to you?
I'm looking at you. You got this dialed.
I got my answer.
No, you.
I think for me, I would say it's a character thing, but I think it's, does she make me feel multiplied?
What do you mean?
Well, okay, women are carriers, so like obviously what you give them, they multiply. Like so, it's just the principle. It's how it works. But I think for me, also a helper. Like if one puts 1,000 to flight, two puts 10,000. So there's multiplication when there's a partnership that I think is healthy and successful. And so when I'm looking for a wife, I'm looking for in any area of my life, I feel like she helps me, I help her, I feel multiplied. I feel like not only are we just like it's 1 + 1 = 2, but it's actually like, no, there's so much more that comes out of us being together. Like it's a better thing for the kingdom that we are together than if we were separated.
Okay.
That's it. So I think it's, does she multiply? And I'm not just talking about babies. I'm saying like,
Sure.
which is important, but I'm saying like when we have conversation, do I walk away feeling full of life? Do I feel like I've been encouraged? Do I feel lifted up? If it's a hard conversation, do I feel like she made space to hear me and not judge me and give me room to like process something? And
Sure.
I think that's my answer.
Okay.
So
Just to the question is, what's the number one
Yeah, what
trait?
makes a woman the most attractive? to you?
attractive. I'm gonna use the word maturity because I feel like it's all encompassing, little general but all encompassing. I think when a woman has leaned into maturity in the Lord and in her walk, I think it just affects all areas of her life. So it'll affect the way that she takes care of herself and the way that she looks, the way that she walks, the way that she presents herself, the way she interacts with community. It's huge. Like her drive, whether it's in ministry or a career or both, whatever it is. So I think just seeing somebody who's like, I'm willing to yield to God in every area of my life and let that area mature, that's very attractive.
Love
yeah.
it. Mark?
Yeah, I love that. I'm just thinking about how much this has changed over the years.
Okay.
This question has, like, my answer to this 10 years ago would be like so different than it is today. Like
That's
I'm
probably
pretty,
a good thing.
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
probably
we got
good that we've
yeah.
grown.
Yeah, but like I would be very close to saying what Ariel just said. Like maturity is so attractive to me, and you could be 10 out of 10. There are 10 out of 10 people walking around physically like that are hot. I'm like, you are attractive to me.
Yeah.
But I have like you'll get like just a check that's like, oh man, I don't know exactly what it is, but there's something that just tells me like I should like wait. And it's usually something to do with when you get down to it, when you figure out like what maybe it is, it's like maturity or character or something like that. So to me, like, and even like to go back to the previous question, like when I'm not that physically attracted to somebody, the thing that will make me choose them over anyone else is the way I see them show up to their life. Like the way I see them interact with their friends, the way I see them interact with the people that they work with, or things like making me laugh and stuff like that. I would actually say that's probably pretty high up on the list.
Humor is high up?
Yeah, humor
Okay.
is pretty high up for me. Like if everything else is kind of there and you can make me laugh and we can have a really fun time, because that
Yeah.
feels safe to me.
Sure.
So I'm like that. Yeah, if you can make me laugh,
I
that's
love
great.
that.
Humor.
The thing is, life is long. You better have fun with that
Yes,
person.
I
If
wanna
you
have
can't
fun.
have fun together, we're in trouble.
Yeah, like we're like well, this is gonna make me sound bad actually, but I'm gonna say it. Like if we're like reading scripture and like we're doing all the things, we're going to all the worship services, all the things like that are amazing, and like we're sitting with leaders and have our friends around us. Those are like, you know, amazing, important things that I really value. But if we're like not laughing together, like I would drop that so fast. Like
Yeah.
there's someone else that's great who can make me laugh.
Sure.
So I would say that's important. Yeah.
y'all kind of got me rethinking my answer now.
He said that I take the multiplication
Okay,
thing.
She needs to multiply.
Can I add like B and C or clarifying?
Sure.
I'll
Quickly,
see. What are the
quickly.
bylaws to
quickly.
this
I would
answer?
say 100% yes to God. Like if he says like that, because
And I think all of this is an understood for you guys. It's a non-negotiable. This person is all in on their relationship with God.
Sure. Okay. Great. And then I think the humor piece is really important too. So maybe multiplying in also in the humor area.
Multiply my laughter.
Honestly, they make me funnier.
Can you be funnier?
They really laugh at my jokes.
Ask chat. Hey chat, what are some good jokes?
There we go. Ariel?
This is a hot take.
Okay.
This may be a little strong, but I do want to say this. I think 100% all in on God can be interpreted differently.
Okay.
And I think it's really attractive and really beautiful when, yes, a woman burns for Jesus, like they love Jesus, but they're willing to like look at all aspects of their life and be like, I actually want to grow in that, and that's gonna like mature my soul.
Okay.
Versus like kind of what Mark said. It's like, this is a hot take, but like you do all the church stuff.
Sure.
You're a revivalist, quote unquote. But I don't know, you don't have anything that you've like given yourself to, or like you don't serve, for example. So like I think all in for God can look really different, and I think guys can pick up on when a woman is like, she got her life together, like she's doing the things, and we see that, and I think that's really beautiful.
Like your spiritual walk is important, but it should be affecting every area of your life.
Yeah, you worded
it's
that
like
better,
nominal
but yes.
versus.
She took that and made it better.
Thank you.
I think that's what they call multiplication.
Yes. Yes.
I love it. Okay, what's the difference in your opinion between attraction and lust?
I think it's just what you do with it. That's what I mean, because I don't. It's not a. Yeah, I think it's what you do with it. Because like, if you see something and you're like, oh, like I didn't mean to see that, or it's not inappropriate, but if I take it somewhere that it's not supposed to go, I think that's where it becomes sin. And so it's like, because sometimes you can't help what you see or how you see it or whatever, and so it's like, then how do you? Yeah, what happens with it? I think so.
Yeah, I think that's great.
That was a great answer.
Yeah, I totally agree.
Yeah.
Question answered.
Raps.
Okay, modern dating and masculinity. Here we go. Do guys, this is a good one. This is a good one. Do guys desire romance the same way women do? Like we openly talk about and fawn over movies like Pride and Prejudice, The Notebook, etc. that portray intense romance. What would be the equivalent for men?
Yeah.
I mean, I desire romance. I don't know if I want someone to write a novel about it, but
Can you like clarify the question a little bit? Because
I think this person is coming from a perspective of women are like fixated on having an intense, all-consuming romance. Do guys feel the same way?
I think you need to trust me to pursue you. I think you need to like, I don't know if the answer is yes, but trust that it's in us to pursue you and to create that romantic element to the highest degree that we can. I think we do want romance, like a nice walk on the beach or what a beautiful proposal. Like those are definitely values that I have in my heart. I think guys have in their heart. I just don't know if it needs to be dramatic. Or
I think that's what I was thinking. I was like, a lot of these shows and movies that people are watching, like, wow, so romantic. I'm like, that's so much drama.
Do you want me to
and
go
things I have no desire for.
kill the evil king?
But
to come
the opposite
capture you?
side is like, I think the thing that feels romantic to me is when you feel pursued. So it's like if you are like, wow, I want this, because I'm like proposal, like I only want a fancy, fun proposal because she would, or like a really beautiful wedding. I think for me personally, my desire is not like I haven't thought about like, oh, what's the wedding gonna look like and what am I gonna do for my proposal. It's like, oh, I'm gonna learn what would make her come alive, and I'm gonna try to do that. But like for me, I'm like, nah, like I don't need that. Like I saw actually these videos. I saw this video of like this couple at it's like the way that they are announcing their engagement, and they're like eating dinner or something, and he casually puts the ring on the table, and she kind of picks it up, looks at it, and like puts on her ring and goes, okay, and they cheers, and they just keep eating. And I was like, yeah, that's chill. I would never do that because obviously they would probably be upset, but it's because they'd be upset that I would never do that. You know what I mean?
You're like, if they were into it, I might be into
Yeah,
it.
exactly. If they were into it, I'd be into it. I think I just want to pursue them in a way that they really enjoy. But
100%.
if it's drama, nah, like miss me with that a little
Okay.
bit.
I'm the opposite. I got a hot take. I grew up in a house full of girls, so I'm like,
There it is.
I gotta, it's gonna be candlelit dinners. It's gonna be walks. It's gonna be, I want it to be romantic. That's mine. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, I've done all of
I
those
just don't know
things.
if we
Yeah.
need to
All
like
of
go outside while it's raining.
See, I would do that 1,000%.
I have done that.
Have you seen
We
a
dance
Walter
in the
River?
rain.
Have you
You're
seen a
right.
Walter
You know
River?
what?
Yeah, watch that.
I digress. I digress.
See what
I digress.
Two places at once. Two places at once. I'm passionate about this. 1,000%.
I've done
that
some
real ways.
romantic things for sure.
Yeah.
But not from not from me.
I think what we are learning here is that every guy's different.
Yes, yes, ladies.
Okay, fair. So if you are looking for a very intensely romantic person, find a guy like Sam.
Me.
This statistic honestly blows my mind a little. 89.5% of the people who watch or listen to this podcast regularly aren't yet subscribers to the show. So before we dive in, could I ask you one thing? If this podcast has ever helped you, if you care about honest, unfiltered conversations around God's design for sex, dating, and relationships, would you hit subscribe? It's free and it helps us more than you know. And our promise to you is this: we'll do everything in our power to make this show the best it can be. We'll take your feedback, we'll keep answering your toughest questions, and there's no conversation around God's design for sex and relationships that we'll shy away from. Thank you. Do you feel less manly if a woman pays for herself on a date? And should the guy always pay, or how should you navigate that?
I think answer the first question, not really, but it depends where the relationship's at.
Okay.
First date, 100%. Usually, yes. I would say to the second question, usually, yeah, I'm paying.
Okay.
I think if
you're
you've
saying
been-
100% you should pay for the first date?
Yeah, that's a non-negotiable.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So it would make you feel less manly if a woman tried to pay
no,
for
she's
your
not
meal on
paying
the
for the
first
first date.
Yeah, yeah.
That's not
Or the date's over.
I'm walking out. Even
just
though the
not
date's
happening.
over already.
date. I'm not
walking out of the
sacrificing my honor on that.
No,
That just
yeah.
means she can't receive, and she's gonna have a hard time getting this love.
Ooh,
That's what
that's actually
that was a bar.
That is, yeah, like
Bars.
can you be? Yeah.
Okay.
That's amazing.
Okay, what about you guys?
I mean, I don't know if it would come at how I feel about my like manliness. I think that it would reveal more about them. Maybe, you know, like why do you want to pay is probably what I would ask or something. But yeah, I would pay. I agree with Ariel. Like, I'm not maybe as like demanding as that, but like I would definitely want to pay for the I think I want to pay all the time.
Yeah.
I just have that desire. Like, if you're with me, I want to take care of you. Like, I want you to feel taken care of. And if that looks like, hey, you know, we have conversation eventually, like, you want to pay for some of this, I'm like, okay. Like, yeah.
And that's more like now we're in a relationship
Yeah.
and we're both aware of each other's budgets and we're
Exactly.
having conversations
Yes.
about how we want to move forward and be
Which is
financially
real.
stable.
First of all,
and like,
that's real.
okay.
If you think
But
that's
that
not
is
real, it's
different.
real. Yeah.
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 That's what I was
Early
going to
on.
say too. Yeah, my desire is always to pay, but my last relationship was so special because, like, even without me asking, I would pay, and then immediately she's going to send me half or more than half in cash out without asking. I'm like, wow, like this. So that felt very like. At first, I was offended, but then I was like, no, this feels very intentional on your part, and you want to like, you're showing that you're as invested as I am, and the
Okay.
expectation is like you're putting in skin in the game and that kind of thing. So that was really special to me.
Yeah.
Out of-
But that was in the context of a relationship.
Yeah,
That's
So-
not a first date scenario.
Yeah, no, not first date.
First dates.
Is it just first
Well,
date?
I think this one was like, let's see what they ask. Do you feel less manly if a woman pays for herself? So I guess it's not.
So
I relegate it to a first date,
initially,
but
yes.
Yeah, I would say initially.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Then. If it's within the first like few dates, I had a buddy of mine say, like, when I was like, well, who pays for the first date? And they said whoever's idea it was to go on a date. And I was like, oh, okay. What do you think about that?
I heard Chado Chocinco, when he goes on dates. You guys into this? Chad Johnson, the
Yeah.
Bengals
The
wide
football
receiver.
player?
Let's go.
I heard him say
Shout out
this
to
once. He
Yax.
goes, when he goes on dates, they play Uno because they want equality. So they just play a game of Uno, and then the winner.
And then the winner pays?
I think the loser pays.
Oh, well, yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I
is
do not
wild.
adopt that.
We will
doesn't
not
he
play Uno.
have
That
we
like
will not do that.
18 kids or something crazy?
Oh, wow. It works, guys. Play Uno.
I
I
don't
don't think
know
it's
where
all
I
with the same
heard
lady
this.
though. That's not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
It
not
doesn't
all
work.
with
It
the same
doesn't work.
woman
Don't do
either.
that. Don't do
We have
that.
to cut that out.
Maybe. Sam, I'll leave that up to you.
Anyways, how's your fantasy football league going?
Oh my
That's
god.
bro. Yeah.
Okay, moving on. How do you feel most respected by a woman while dating? What does that look like in a practical way?
It's a great question.
Because it's one of those things where they say women need to feel loved and safe, and men need to feel respected. Okay, So how do you feel respected?
I think there's so many scenarios. I'm just thinking of different scenarios. I think the way she talks to me and the way she talks about me behind my back would matter a lot.
Yeah.
The way she interacts with me with our friends, in front of our parents, the way she treats my parents. I think I'm having a list start to go through my head, but these are all attributes of honor. Like I honor your son, so I'm going to treat your parents well, right? Or like, yeah, just talking to each other with respect. I think that's a big one. Words. I'll let them go. I probably have a few more
That's
thoughts.
great. I think that, or just like really honest communication. Like, yeah. But I think all that ties into that, how, you know.
Yeah, I like what you just said, actually. Like, when I'm with someone, I feel so respected. I was just thinking about this with a friend that I have, that I'm always like, man, I love this person. And I was thinking, like, why do I love this friend so much? And it's because they're honest. They're just so genuine. Like, I know what they're thinking, and I know, like, they're not afraid of having a disagreement or a conversation. And I love that. I feel so respected when someone trusts me with like their true self. So if I'm on like a date with somebody and they can disagree with me, I love that. Or like if they can and do it respectfully, you know, but like someone who's just real honest in their date and genuine. I love that. Yeah.
Love it. Why do guys ghost women? Be honest.
Immaturity, I think.
Immaturity.
Ghosting is immature to me. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say maturity. And I think that plays out in different ways. Sometimes I think you like bite off way more than you can chew. Or you get in and you're like, I actually don't want this. And you're just too scared to be like, hey, I don't actually like you.
Yeah.
And so I think it's just immaturity, like not having the honest conversations. So
Fair.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something, Mark?
I feel like I could just talk. I could talk
Go
all day.
on.
No.
Go on then.
No, but I think it all kind of, that's like, those are the easy answers to the generalities, right? Like you could say immaturity and it's a general, but then people will like, there's a bunch of things under that.
Okay.
That's all.
Love it. All right. Second to last section, purity, holiness, and real talk. This is the Moral Revolution podcast. We had to go there. Do you think women are being unfair or unrealistic if they don't want you to watch porn or masturbate?
No.
This was an actual question that was asked on our Instagram.
yeah, that's,
Wow,
that's
yeah.
fair.
You
The
don't
answer's no.
want to. I'm not saying you can't work through it. I think Jenna Zint talked about this on the podcast. I'm not saying you can't work through it. At the end of the day, you don't want somebody that has that value of this is okay or loose living. Like, yeah.
Yeah. I would say, like we said at the beginning, like there's a standard. We fear the Lord.
Yeah.
The Lord hates that. So like, I think you can too. And I think that's a good standard to set. Like, hey, here's the standard. This is what I expect from someone I'd be with, that you hold purity and you can lead our family in purity. And maybe like he said, you're not there yet. That's fine. Like, but is it serious enough to you to do something about it? I think that's a big deal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, everything y'all said, hardcore no. Yeah, there's no space for that.
Yeah. What would you tell men who think that porn or masturbation is normal and harmless?
You're wrong.
Yeah, have you? Yeah,
Deceived.
You are
Yeah.
deceived.
You can disprove that on a scientific level, on a spiritual level, on a theological level. It's absolutely harmful.
That yeah, and I think also is just like exposing, like, if you believe that, I would be real interested to know who is leading, like who are your mentors and who are your friends, because that's an easy one. If you think that's just like an okay thing to do, and you're in the context of you also believe in Jesus and you follow him.
Sure.
I don't know what Jesus you believe in.
I don't know what
yeah.
Jesus you believe in, but it ain't the right one. So yeah, that's what I'd say.
We're like, that's elementary.
Yeah.
That's like page 1.
Just read the
Page
Bible.
one.
I think the Bible is clear. Like God hates fornication. God hates lust. Even if you look at a woman to lust after her in your heart, you've committed adultery. That's so strong. You can't negotiate with scripture. So
And I would be shocked if you found a woman who's like, that's just fine with me, and also fears the Lord. There's a lot of people out there doing a lot of stuff.
Sure.
But if you fear the Lord and you find a woman who's okay with that, I'm like, does she fear the Lord? Like, and if she does, she's not going to be okay with that. And you should care that she doesn't like that.
Right.
More than whatever selfish thing you're getting out of this, you know?
Yeah.
It's an immediate red flag for me.
Yeah.
And if a girl is willing to compromise on that and be okay with it, that's a red flag for me too.
Yeah,
for
it's
that
a red
girl.
flag.
I'm
There's
like,
something
nah.
in the heart that you probably
Yeah,
need
because
to
if
go
you,
after.
if you'll let me compromise and that's okay, then that means you got the same thing happening. Not like porn, but it could be something else where you're going to compromise. So, and your standard's not
It's
the Lord of
tolerance,
Scripture.
leniency, whatever it is, but there's something there.
Yeah.
So good. What are you personally doing to prepare yourself for a future wife and family?
Oh, that's so good.
Great question.
I mean, I was just talking about this too. Community, I think as you start to date, like I think your wife, your husband should be probably probably the most intimate relationship you have, but it shouldn't be the only intimate relationship you have. And I think one of the biggest wins in life, the biggest life givers is your community, your friends. Like have a life for yourself to bring them into. I think like have friends you hang out with, have friends you go deep with, you know. I think that for me is what I like. We started hanging out, I don't know, last year or this year, something like that. But I do like every Saturday morning I hang out with my friends because I realized, I actually have a need to be seen this way that I'm trying to get from my dating relationships that's causing it to go like a wire. Like, is that the right word? A wire, a phrase? I don't know. It's
haywire?
awry.
Haywire?
Awry.
Awry or haywire?
I was like a haywire. A wire. Yeah, a wire. It's going a wire. No, but I think that for me, community, having like I was just saying about that other guy we were talking about, this imaginary dude that believes porn is okay, is like if you have good mentors in your life, and for me, like just getting close to people who are inspiring in the faith, who have wisdom, who've gone, well, not just like my buddy who's my age and like we're in a similar life and maybe they just got married. It's like they still don't know. Like find someone who's been through it, maybe 10 years older than you, that's going in the direction that you want, that you want to see your life in, that has fruit. Like for me, like getting around a leader like that and building intimacy and trust with them so that when I hear them say that's not good and I think it is good, I can actually submit my opinions and listen to that. And then same with my friends. If I can have friends I trust, that when I think something's right and they think something's wrong, I'd be like, yeah, that must mean something's wrong and that I can't see.
I forget who said it. Maybe it was Jason Valentin who said that the only way out of deception is to trust someone else's voice more than your own.
I think that's a Chris quote.
Is that a Chris quote?
It's Jason probably.
Probably got it from
And
Chris.
whoever said it, that's a great quote.
Yeah, it
The
is.
only way to not be deceived is to
Yeah.
trust somebody more than yourself.
So good. Ariel, how are you preparing yourself for a future wife and family?
Yeah, definitely agree with that. I was going to touch on the leaders and mentors part specifically. I think I refuse to let my life go unsubmitted to leadership, to fathers and mothers. I just think on every level, it's just so important to have people speaking into you, sharpening you, rebuking you. And that's where a lot of transformation, maturity, and manhood comes from. You spoke about Jason Valentin. I think Braveco does such an incredible job of that. They're like, hey, we're going to disciple men and raise them into the men that we want. So that's something I take very seriously in my life. Staying close to the house of the Lord, and I think just forward movement, without giving some elongated answer, just trying to progress my career, trying to like progress as I serve a ministry here at Bethel, just having forward movement. I think there's areas of my life that I'm like, okay, I think I am ready for a wife in these areas, but it doesn't mean I'm just going to be stagnant. Like, so just want to just keep growing and going after the Lord and going after the things that he wants me to do. And at the right time will come. Yeah.
Love it. Sam?
I mean, everything y'all said, but I think my big thing right now is just saying yes to the Lord, whatever it looks like. So I think that's the best way to do it. And because I think in my mind I have like, oh, it's going to look like this, and I'm going to, my relationship, with this person is going to happen this way, and I'm going to have this scenario and whatever else. But I don't know. The thing I've learned with the Lord is like, you really can't know what he's going to do.
Yeah.
And so I think just having a consistent yes, because I think as soon as I set an expectation somewhere, he's like, we're going to go left here and not hit that. It's always better, but I think that's my answer, is I'm just giving him my yes. And so I think that piece, and then I think the other piece is just Community. I think having people, because I want to, marry somebody that my community is like, hey, we think this is a great fit. Knowing you, knowing them,
Yeah.
And even like seeing you now that you're in the relationship, it feels like you're more alive. It feels like you've been multiplied, to go back to that. But like,
so maybe we are doubling down on the multiplication. Maybe we'll circle back to that one.
But I think community is a really big piece,
Yeah.
because ultimately your community will be impacted by you two getting married.
Yeah.
And so if the dynamic doesn't multiply. So anyways,
I got you.
I feel like I'd be hard pressed to even like ask someone out that my community couldn't see work out.
I've done it. It's hard.
Yeah, like it's hard, and
Yeah.
that's why I say that. It's like I have done it without it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Not
Yeah.
worth it.
Not worth it.
Not worth it. Okay, some wild card questions to wrap. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
What is the most confusing thing women do in the talking stage?
Can you define the talking stage?
Before you would introduce them as your girlfriend or boyfriend, but when you know that there's mutual interest.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you. That's very clarifying. That's a great
There's some wild. I mean, there's some wild things out there. There's this is mild, but ghosting is one.
Okay.
Whether it's intermittent or just total, that's super confusing.
Sure.
Whether it's after a first date or fourth date, that's just confusing. That's the first thing that came to mind.
That's good. Anything else?
Yeah, lack of communication.
Yeah, like if you are acting the same way with multiple people, you can't tell where the interest is. Like if you are just a general
Flirt.
it's like maybe work on that. So you can, so someone, this is actually advice I was given. It's like, hey,
Okay.
you're a flirt and I need you to stop. So, and
Fair.
I think
That's
that's
good
something.
feedback,
It's
probably.
good. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, community. But it is like, hey, if you're not interested, like be not interested. And if
Yeah.
you are, be interested.
Yeah.
But don't get your needs met in that little like middle ground.
Weird in between stage.
The weird in between
Yeah.
stage. Yeah.
Love it.
I don't know to have anything to add.
All good. What's one myth about men that you wish women understood? Or just one fact about men that you wish women understood?
I just feel like I'm different. I mean, I was like
Understand that I'm different.
I do not represent.
That's where I went.
But I'm this has been really, this has happened so many times in my life. Like when a girl's like, I think this way, I'm like, dang, I do too. But I think it's because like I grew up in a house of girls. And so it
Sure.
affected so much. Like I'm very analytical. I can easily spiral, not like bad spiral. Like the Lord's taught me how to take thoughts captive. But I can overthink and like overanalyze and that kind of thing. And so I've learned, I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like I'm different. I don't know what the myths would be or whatever, but I feel like I'd be the opposite, whatever they say.
You have something?
You can go.
I would say like not every man is the same, like we were kind of talking about before. Especially because I think there's such a like, this is what a man is. This is the masculine thing. We hunt, we fight, we do all that. Like, nah, dog. Like that's not everybody.
Yeah.
And like when you're talking about like the romance and the Pride and Prejudice and all that, like my answer is like, yeah, I don't need all those things, but I actually love those things, like those movies and those shows. And I'd say I'm probably more tender than people would assume. And I think women don't assume men are actually soft and tender.
That's good.
And we are. I'd say
How
every
do you think
guy.
you access that? How does a woman
How does it-
access the tender side of a man?
Dang.
I mean, I don't think it happens quickly. I don't. Yeah. I think,
Trust me.
Yeah, trust for sure. I think you have to build trust. And I always think about trust this way. Like, I think you have to, you get to give someone trust, like 100%, but then you also build equity with that person and trust. So it's like you have trust, but then you build a depth in trust. And so I think when it gets deeper, I think it's like the intimacy ladder, to reference that. I think as your commitment level goes up, like you get access, and then they get to see sides of you that you don't necessarily freely offer, because like as men, you don't want to walk around and like, I cry in movies all the time. Like, I'll just admit that straight up. But I don't walk around telling everybody that, you know. So, but it's just
I don't know. You just told an entire podcast.
Yeah,
I'm
you
being
just told everybody
vulnerable.
that.
You just told
Okay, I'm being
thousands of
vulnerable.
people.
It's for your
job.
benefit.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But to be honest, I think vulnerability is where it is.
Yeah, I think that's where it is.
I think a lot of times if you, and this is just coming from my own personal experience, but I think if you can lead into something with your own sense of vulnerability, then it opens up the door for vulnerability in general.
Yeah, you're looking for safety. You're looking for safety.
Yep. Okay. Last question. What is your funniest dating flop? Something that you learned from but still laugh about.
Gosh.
Mark, it seems like something came to mind
It's
immediately.
just too soon.
Okay, fair.
But it was
Fair.
so funny.
Okay.
You gotta share. You can't leave us hanging, bro.
You do not have to share.
I don't have to share.
And you
I
got
know
a name
that.
drop.
I know
No,
that's
I'm just
true.
You're sweating. You were
Mark
sweating.
said-
That immediately made me sweat. I literally started sweating. No, I could make a lot of Redding laugh in a few sentences with that one.
Okay.
Ready, go.
I don't think I
Off
have
camera,
one.
I
So I
wouldn't say
think
it.
all
You've
Oh.
never flopped.
I don't know. I just.
I have
I
it
don't know
straight
if
up.
You know,
Never flopped.
Never flopped.
no, I probably have. Guaranteed,
Okay.
I have. I can't think of.
You're
I
like,
don't
I don't
know.
keep a record of wrongs,
say
that,
including
I'm not
my
married.
own.
Okay, well, something just came to my mind. So this was a while ago.
Okay.
And I've shot my shot, and I'd say I'm pretty courageous, I would say. So I will have no confidence and just get myself with courage to go do something.
Okay.
And
Like you just
often-
count to 3 and you go.
Yeah, I just count to 3 and go, like, turn my brain off. Let's just do the thing. And
Sure.
man, that you get a lot. Like, you get a lot of fails and you get a lot of wins. But I remember this is a small, like, I was picking up someone for like a first date or something like that. We're just barely getting to know each other, and I was playing like this. This is like music that's just like an acoustic guitar. Like, his name's Jess Cook. He's like a kind of like a Spanish guitar, and I was just kind of curious to like, am I into this? Do I want to like play this? And then they got in the car, and I knew it wasn't the vibe, and I left it on, and I'm like, why did I leave that on? This is so cringy. And guys, that relationship did not work out, and I'm pretty sure that's why.
That was the reason.
It was like,
so
just imagine a
seeds.
car ride of like, oh, this is nice, and you're just like, yeah. And I'm like, change it, just like dress it, and I'm like, no, I didn't. So
There
that
we
was
go.
small. I'd say that's down here.
Okay.
I have it
but-
down here one too.
I do.
Oh.
We gotta,
No.
we're getting there.
We went from no flops to okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I got a
if
flop.
one
I
of
got
you
a
guys
flop.
shares something really good, I might
No,
share.
I got one.
you're invited on this podcast 1 year from now. And
That's
you-
right.
That's
Sweat,
good.
the sweat.
That's the way. No, but don't do this. I think don't ask out a girl while she's working. So well,
I've done
Why?
that.
well, it depends what. Okay, this girl, she
Or
was.
just don't ask this
she
girl
was-
out while
Not
she's
she
yet.
was-
Don't ask this girl.
Yeah, we gotta
Name drop, yeah, what's her
name? So we don't ask her while she's
Her
working.
name is.
No, don't
Say
do
it,
that.
we'll bleep it.
Oh, that would be so
Say
good. Can we do that?
I can't.
Can we bleep
I'm
stuff?
not.
Do it.
Oh,
Eye contact.
not.
Now I
Look
want
at
to
the
say a
face.
bunch
No,
of stuff.
I wouldn't even tell you guys if it was just you in the room. I wouldn't
so
do that.
true.
I'm sorry.
The amount of
I'm
times
not
he
doing
says
that.
this does not leave this
Bro,
conversation.
send us a text.
Yeah,
Send us
that's
a
too
text.
strong.
When we get out of here, I want to
Okay,
know
fair.
though.
What was the
I'll tell
flop?
you. It's small, but it was right after COVID, like 2021. She works at an ice cream shop, and I went in there a few times just to feel it out, just like, am I gonna ask her out? And I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna send it, right?
Yeah.
So I wanted to do it. I was like, I want to ask her out. So I asked her out while she was mopping the floor. And she had like the sign up and everything, and she had her mask on. I said, "Hey, can I take you out?" She sat there with her mop in her hand and just looked at me. She goes, "I'm gonna say no."
It's because you should have led with "Hey Cinderella."
Oh,
Hey, I'm not that
man,
smooth.
I got you, dog.
That's good.
What was that movie
I
you said
got
watch?
you. I got you.
We need to watch some
Wow.
I
movies.
need to go
It's
to
a
another
walk to
ice cream
remember.
shop. I need to
There
walk
you
to
go.
remember.
And this is why guys need
I'm up to
wingmen.
remember.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Just to like give some feedback, run a
I'm
few
gonna start
lines.
offering services, wingman services.
Okay.
I got you. I got
Okay,
you.
Sam,
That's
what's
good.
your flop?
All right, this is actually it's a very long story. Gonna make it very short. Here's
Please
the deal.
make it short.
There was this girl. I saw her on YouTube once. She sang for this big church, and I saw her, and it was one of those moments where you're like, "Wow, I love this girl." You know, like just like I'm for some reason like, "Wow, like she's beautiful. She loves
Yeah.
the Lord. Obviously, she's the worship leader. It's so great." And I had this like little thing like, man, it'd be so cool to meet her. Anyways, I ended up meeting her. Crazy. And I fumbled words. I was so embarrassed. My parents were like, "What just happened to you?" It was so bad. Anyways, here's what's even crazier. So like this was like last year. I got invited to my friend's wedding in Texas. Find out in a random conversation one day, like months before the wedding, he's like, "Oh yeah, this girl's gonna be there," and I'm like, "No way." Well, and I was like, "Is she still single?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "No way." So anyways, he's thinking he's about to hook me up with this girl at his wedding. Because I'm like, she's single, I'm single, I'm going to be there, whatever. Pull up to the wedding. And this is the first time that I ever got like just straight rejected. So the wedding's great. I'm leading worship at the wedding. So she's, I'm playing guitar and singing, whatever, with this other girl.
You're like, I get to show you.
No, literally, too. Yeah. I'm taking photos.
Yeah.
Like, your friends love me. I love your friends, whatever. Mm-hmm. Anyways, dinner happens. I'm like, I'm gonna go ask her to dance, and because she's sitting by herself at this table, walk over, and I'm like, hey, I'd love to dance with you if you're interested in dancing, whatever. And she's like, I'm not interested. And I was like, so the worst part was all the friends I sat with at the table had been hyping me up the whole night, and then they watched me turn them all back, and I was like, guys, I got to go home. I was like, this is not
feeling
good.
is so real.
Yeah, so it was a big flaw.
Very real feeling.
She missed out.
Shout out.
And what would it hurt to say yes to one dance?
And she didn't even dance. I'm like, you know what? That's probably good it didn't work out.
That's on her.
Here's the deal. A lot of girls complain that guys don't ask girls out, but then they say no when they do.
Then they say no.
So that was going to be my myth.
Like, annoying relationships I don't want to be in.
What's your myth?
Going back to that myth question,
Yeah.
I think that was one that I was like, should I say this?
Yes.
I think one myth is that guys don't take risk, and that guys actually maybe in Reading, maybe in general. But
I would agree with that. Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Too afraid to ask God, or they just don't do it. Like I've heard that probably more than anything, at least while in Reading. I just don't think it's true.
Yeah.
I can't speak for all men, but I
you're
know.
like, I can speak for me. I can speak for my friends.
I would say the close friends around me, like they all take risks, a lot of risks. They ask a lot of, like they'll ask people out when they find someone attractive, and I also hear all the time that men just don't ask people out. Like they need to like wake up. I'm like, I don't think that's true. Like maybe you're just not getting asked out, but that maybe is not.
Yeah.
All the guys just don't do it.
Right.
Wait, I want to add one more hot take. Okay, so this is my thing. Because I'm traditional, I want to build a friendship first. Mm-hmm. And so I think that's really hard because sometimes girls are so guarded that they don't want to build a friendship. And so my thing is I want to have friendship first and then see, like, do we even get along? Are there similarities, common ground things? And if there is, then I'm like, okay, I'm going to gauge interest. But a lot of times girls are so guarded that it's like, you don't want to.
They want you to risk it all before they've given anything.
Yeah. Like one thing that I heard Jackie Hill Perry say is like, hey, we don't understand brotherhood and sisterhood in Christ. It's like either they're your partner or they're not, and you get nothing to do with them apart from that. And I'm like, actually, we're supposed to be brothers and sisters. Yeah. And so I think that piece is a hot take.
So good. So good. Guys, thank you. I feel like there are some ladies who are going, okay, I have at least a little bit of an answer as to what's going on in these guys' brains. So I appreciate you laying it all on the table, and we'll have to do this again.
It was our pleasure. Thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
You guys rock. Okay, guys, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Imagine what could shift if your whole community heard this message live. Here's the thing, we don't just podcast. We travel across the world to high schools, colleges, churches, young adult gatherings, talking openly and honestly about God's design for sex, dating, and relationships. If you've ever thought, my group needs to hear this, we would love to come. Just hit the link in the show notes to bring the moral revolution message to your world. Let's have this conversation together.